So the Federal Redistricting Commission felt sorry for Somerset County. They knew we were underrepresented in Washington, and so they decided to give us, as our congressman, in 3 more towns, the gentleman I'm going to introduce you to next. We know a couple of things about him. We know that he's the smartest guy in Congress. Governor Floyer's not there anymore. Well, Pendra's not there yet. We know that he's a guy we can count on to do the people's work, even at the expense of doing something that benefits him. And I'm going to tell the story that I've told to a couple of you just one more time, just so you can see my perception of who this guy is. He's much more interested in making sure on the eve of the Democratic National Convention that he continues to respond to his constituents. Instead of participating in a phone call with the Congressional office explaining to him how he could get all the perks that were available at the convention. One of those perks being able to drive up to the back of the convention center, not having to go through security, being treated like the congressman that he is. I found that out the hard way, because while I was there, I thought I would co-op a trip to the convention center and not have to go through security, and not have to walk 6 blocks, and not have to do any of the things that ordinary citizens have to do. But I made a mistake. I got into Congressman Rush Holt's car. It was a rental car with license plates from Illinois, I think. And there was no congressional insignia. And I said, well, why are we parking so far away? Why aren't we going through the congressional entrance? He said, oh, I was busy. I was working for you guys, and now when I get there in January, I'm going to be working for Manville, I'll be working for Bound Brook, I'll be working for South Bound Brook and Franklin and the rest of his district. But for that, I want to introduce you to Congressman Rush Holt.
Thank you, Paige Schaefer. Zenon Christodoulou, I really appreciate what you're doing. The county candidates are just terrific. I've really enjoyed working with them. And how about Marie Corfield? Isn't she great? She will be a great member of the Assembly. As you have seen on YouTube, she knows how to stand up to bullies. She knows how to stand up to Governor Christie. It is great to see you out here. You understand that from the presidential race down to the local races, what is at stake this year is whether we're a nation that says to its people, you're on your own, or whether we're a community where we've got each other's back. By building from the middle, we build a stronger base, a stronger country, a more vibrant economy, and we preserve the rights of people. That is very much at stake at every level. Jim Florio said it so well. I mean, we can be so proud of Jim in his work in Congress, his work in the State House, and all of the good work he has done since he was governor. Really an admirable, a very admirable New Jerseyan. And he's been a great friend to me. And as he said, when he talked about health care, when he's done his work to protect our environment, when he's done his work to make education accessible, he is embodying just what is on the ballot this year. He embodies this idea that America is for everyone. We don't divide this country into 47 and 53 percenters, or 2 percenters and 98 percenters. This country is for everyone, and that's at stake across the ballot. So when you go out there to work for all of these candidates, you're working to make education accessible so that this country can grow equally. You're working for equality of access to health care, equality of access to the workplace for women, for minorities. for LGBT Americans. And it is incumbent on us to work like the Dickens over the next 10 days. I was elected a few years back by less than 1 vote per precinct. That's a lesson you never forget. It is not a meaningless cliche for me when I hear every vote counts. What that means for you is every person you see between now and Election Day might be the deciding vote. Think of it. The 1,000 or so people that you're in touch with, that you encounter at the supermarket or at the water cooler at the office.
Gas stations.
Each one of them might be the deciding vote. And you can do them a favor by reminding them what a great country we have, built on the idea that we are working toward a more perfect union. Not an I got mine, you get yours, you're on your own kind of society, kind of country. And if you approach it that way, you are doing them a favor and you are advancing all of these things that we've been talking about. In all of these campaigns, you'll find the campaign strategists are printing literature or buying time on cable or on broadcast. All of that pales compared to the word of a friend. Anyone will tell you what moves a voter more than mail, more than television, more than yard signs is the word of a friend. Approach every person you meet between now and Election Day as your friend that you are drawing into full participation in their government. Get them to vote, get them to understand what is at stake. Thanks so much for what you did.
So aren't we thrilled to have Congressman Holt representing parts of Somerset County?
Yes, yes.